forgot about. 'Cause I fucking only make money through submarines. Well, let's get started with the story, shall we? So we'll do the story, and then if there's time, we'll try to get the raid done. Oh, they updated the glamours in this, right? They made it so that you can like choose any gear. Whatever. Oh, right, I totally forgot there was there's an ether shard like right here. Please spawn, Mr. NPC. There we are. Hi, Alphino. Yeah! Patch day! How's it going, buddy?
Every day, more and more people regain their memories of their lost loved ones. No longer will beings like Calyx be able to manipulate their fear and ignorance as he wants.
Yeah, fair enough. Catch you later.
That being the case, Alize and I have come to a decision.
We will depart Taral in the coming days. Other nations must be informed about Alexandria, a necessary step to ensure lasting peace.
Okay.
Then, we shall return to Garlemald. Our experiences here should serve us well in the ongoing restoration efforts.
Alright.
However, one pressing matter remains. Calyx's summoning ritual was tied to a concept of his own creation. Ascian involvement is assured, but we have yet to ascertain the extent of their influence on the Ninth.
I have done what I can to treat the enthralled and those still afflicted with Levin sickness, and may now devote my undivided attention to an investigation.
Then we shall leave this one in your capable hands. Do let us know if you turn anything up.
It's Erenville. My time in Tural is at an end, and so I'm headed to the harbor now. We'll meet again, of that I'm certain. Until then, I wish you safe travels.
Will do. Promise you'll look after yourself.
Words of caution from you, of all people. Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Sorry to interrupt, but I thought you'd like to know. I've detained the fugitive. He promises to tell us before he sets sail, only to try and sneak aboard his boat with nary a hug goodbye. Cold bastard. But there's still time before they weigh anchor.
Uh-huh. I do love that most of this quest so far has just been, alright, who's ready to get the fuck out of Tyrrell?
That boy. We should make for the harbour ere he wriggles free of Lamachi's grasp.
If we're heading the same way, we might join him on the ship. Good company is always welcome on a long voyage, is it not?
What? Now? I haven't finished packing.
Knowing you, the essentials are already accounted for.
Oh. Fine, if we must. But you're helping pack the rest. And I hope you've decided on a souvenir for use.
I have several ideas, as it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Ever aligned in purpose, if not execution.
Lest you wonder, Kryl and I intend to remain here with Y'shtola.
Oh, okay.
To continue our study of the key, naturally. By all accounts, Preservation's facility promises to yield some answers.
Shale has been conducting a more thorough examination. She may have insights to share.
Then why not invite her along to see everyone off? Surely she'd want to be there too.
I don't... You know, I'm just kind of excited for the, oh, look, we got a little, Asian lady? I don't know. But it seems like this entire patch is just gonna be, alright, see you later guys, peace, we're probably never coming fighting back here ever again except for side content that they'll put into other patches. Into the back room? Yeah! Yeah, I am. What news, Belxard? Can't imagine you brought an entourage along to simply say hello. We're all fucking off. Catch you later. Not eager to be on their way, are they? I'll join you. I owe them thanks on behalf of Oblivion, after all. And here I thought you would protest against being parted from your work. Well, I am curious to see what emerges once every piece of the puzzle's in place. The majority of the files we've unearthed are encrypted. There's little else I can do until the computer's finished with them. Besides, unlike our friends, Containment Complex 1029 isn't going anywhere. In other words, we won't be getting any answers today. Afraid not. It's going to be a while yet. Then shall we depart for Tuliolal forthwith? Even Lamati's strength has its limits. Without further delay, then. We just get there and just Erenville has just ripped Wuklamot in half. Just I am free! Oh wait, I have return set to Tulio. Well, let's do that. Gotta save all of that gil. You know, penny pinch. There's. For as many complaints as I had about Dawn Trail, and it's like, I didn't hate it. I just thought it's like, you know, it's not perfect. It's not as bad as I feel like some people have said it is. But it's hard to not be a disappointment after the peak that is Shadowbringers into Endwalker. I wish you all would not make such a fuss. I am not fond of emotional partings. At least Alphino and Alize were considerate enough to inform me of their plans in advance by link pearl. Some people we know would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their preparations. Where the... Oh, and now they disappear. Wonderful. Guess that part. That's the one with all of my semen in it.
There they are.
You look well. No lingering effects, then?
Ah, I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
I imagine there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galulja faring well?
Kona is off to survey our nation and its peoples. He wants to consult with local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies. And Galulja's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tuliolo. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
Ah, such fine memories.
We knew not of what would happen between my father and Zorolja, nor of Alexandria and its queen. It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me. For the entire nation of Tuliyola. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay. But that doesn't mean we can't try. Whenever you need an ally, we'll stand with you.
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again. And On behalf of myself and my people, thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us.
Yeah, I feel like they really did just kind of glaze over the fact that it's like, oh yeah, the lightning ailment, we can fix that, easy.
I'm sure we'll have exciting stories to share with one another.
Like,
Ever since I introduced you to Uklamat, you've faced no end of hardships. Many of them her fault.
True.
Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye. Nor vowed to explore every corner of the world. To see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
Rest assured, upon arriving, we shall make it a priority to visit Tataru and assuage her myriad fears.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Safe journey, and remember to enjoy it.
And then they were lost
Give
at
my
sea.
regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
No, but, like, sorry, I didn't want to keep talking over the cutscene, but, like, they really did just kind of skim over, like, oh, here's a century-long, like, ailment that's affected our people. And they're just like, oh, okay, we'll just do the same thing we did for, for everyone who was affected by primals in the past. And it worked, and it's just like, so is this just gonna be the fucking panacea that fixes everything now?
Come back soon!
Take care!
That was a proper send-off. Now, time to get back to it.
Duty ever calls for she who loves her realm.
Right. Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Ulijola. I'll give you the grand tour. I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural.
Yeah.
I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
Aha! Power resolve spotted! The Landsguard is looking for you. It's sparring time!
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So let's go already! Everyone's waiting to see the Vow resolve in action!
Sorry, I have to go. Till next time.
Goodbye, Wuklamot.
thus do they take to the winds.
To follow their own paths in their hearts, as they should.
Really lingering on this, huh? Like, we're still gonna meet them at some point later on. I mean, I get they do this for like every expansion, but Into the Mist. And of course they give the quest to Kryl, so I can't fucking see it. Now it is our turn to take the next step. Question is, in what direction? And that is a matter I should like to discuss with you. If I may, I think it prudent to discuss our future plans elsewhere. We are liable to hinder the dock workers here if we linger. Ah, yes. All 5 of us are clearly so in the way here off to the side. Perhaps the beach would be a more appropriate venue. Okay.
Tis truly a beautiful place to roam.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records. And beyond that horizon are more lands and more people. That one I still struggle to imagine.
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact. Rather, most of us do. I merely thought I did. Oh,
Yeah?
that's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world. The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in. 'Twas not until I met my parents in living memory that the truth of my origin began to feel real. Your experience is not unlike mine. When first I awoke, the realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality. And for me to embrace mine, I need to learn more about my people, the Milala. We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key, but as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing, would you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
Okay.
I have no objection. What we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Agreed. My curiosity extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
If it is knowledge of the Ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin.
Oh, and where's that?
Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent. This continent had been left in ruins in the wake of the storm surge, with Alexandria the sole nation to survive the devastation.
The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, it was Levin that dealt the final blow.
No place was spared its fury, and all was chaos in the castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights and I, but we couldn't save everyone.
So what are you saying? Right, yeah?
Those who survived gathered within the barrier, and we took in as many foreign refugees as we could. Yet, despite the dangerous environment, our system showed that there were some few souls who ventured outside the barrier, into the lands beyond.
Beyond? But we thought that was impossible. I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
Going by the records, the storm surge extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere. What if there was a refuge? A place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4 centuries?
And crazier things have
Given
happened.
Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
Living memory remains physically in the Ninth. If we seek a means of egress other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent.
Living memory was not transported here despite being a top Everkeep. In which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
Meaning, another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know?
If it please your majesty, will you accompany us? If we do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
Sure. I wouldn't miss it for 2 worlds. See what I did there? Because it's the 9th. We're
I
on the
thought
source.
as much. Into the great unknown we go, then.
Into the great wide open. I don't know the rest of that song. Alrighty. Now that's settled. I'd best be off. I still need to check for decryption errors periodically, so I can only step away for so long. With luck, I'll have plenty to share the next time we meet. Until then. Let the rest of us make ready for a potential foray and meet at Lanode Nemo. A Mnemone. And Mnemone. This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX0093. If one wished to descend the surface from here, how would they typically do so? Living Memory is currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently while supported by its aerial suspension systems. Thus, both lift and Lanode-based transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps Living Memory was never intended to function in its state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and Lanodes were likely the preferred mode of transportation, but that does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Consulting emergency systems. Living Memory's airship remains prepared to deploy should evacuation be necessary. Would your Majesty like to appropriate it? An airship. We've never been on an airship before. Yes, please, as soon as is possible. With your Majesty's authorization, the vessel can be readied for launch without delay. Allow me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. There's just like a massive explosion off in the distance. Oops. It appears we have made a fucky-wucky. Safety tests have been successfully completed, setting the Gate of Remembrance as initial destination. Vessel is en route. I imagine it's going to be a reference to the Final Fantasy IX airship. Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for Living Memory. However, it was modeled after the vessel Your Majesty used during the Storm Surge era. Replica. Still, it does me good to see it. Alright. I will deploy the gangway for boarding. This way, please. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through the storm clouds. I advise you to brace for turbulence. To the lightning ground. word else that he gave me is reacting. Though not to the extent of the 13th, the etheric imbalance here is severe indeed. It does serve to impress upon one the marvel of the barrier. The lightning and heritage found is tame by comparison. A land where Levin reigns. A sobering sight, to say the least, but I shan't turn back now that we've come this far. There are no structures, nor any other sign of survivors that I can see. I suspect the crater made this area unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. Then we should look further afield. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If we're at the edge of Alexandrian territory now, the closest city would be Treno. Okay. As a city-state built on a harbor, it was a nexus of trade and it remained neutral throughout the war. We Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighborhood, so to speak. Not unlike our Radzatan. Ah yes, Alphino has spoken of Radzatan before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Milala homeland, right? Funnily enough, it was also Treno where the Milala first found a home in our world. Oh wow! It's almost like the, reflections are reflections. Yes, and though the Milala population elsewhere grew, most continued to feel a strong connection to the city. I'd like to think that some remain there to this day. Now let's go find the bombed out wasteland that existed. Clerk Pia, I shall run a flight simulation for the route to Treno. One moment. Simulation complete. There is a near 100% probability that the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to ambient lightning. My apologies. Oh well, thank you for checking. If we cannot fly, then we shall have to walk. Treno lies beyond the mountains, but there should be routes that spare us having to climb. That cave system, for instance, assuming it hasn't collapsed, let's try there first. Because as we all know, all caves will just go straight in a normal direction. There has never been anyone who has adventured into a cave and it has gone poorly. Not once. This tunnel appears intact. Though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in. Mind you, stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren surrounds, they're surely ravenous. Okay. Mistwake. Oh, is this like the dungeon? Oh, cool. Well, I would do it with NPCs, but I'm gonna be honest. Tanking with the NPCs is incredibly frustrating and makes me want to die. we go. Alrighty. Oh. I see. Rock grubs. Attack stance on. Wrong ability. That's alright. Okay, we've got one of the derpiest looking dinosaur things I've ever seen. Earthquake. Oh, okay, I want to avoid... That seems like get behind one of these. Yup. Let's see, how much damage do you do? Not too bad. Well, so far our first boss seems pretty easy. Probably wasting that because yeah, it's physical damage. Oh wow. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. second boss. Goofy, big nose, dragon, unicorn? Alright. Ah! I did not realize that. Got it. Okay. Casting bio. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, and that'll pop the rest of them. Gotcha. Okay, that's not too bad. I assume that's like what it, kind of all it does. Casting bio again. Let's go this way. Oh shoot, I might be a little late. Oh, fine. This time, you know that I can get back here. All right. Do down. Oh, hold on a second. Hey there. Are those actual people? Don't worry. Could you stop? Oh, it's not even them. It's literally just lightning hitting. Oh my god. So fucking annoying. What's the final boss of the dungeon? Bird? It is I, Thunderbird. Oh, Thundergust Griffin. It looks like a fucking turkey. This is a pretty big arena. Well, that explains it. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So it's... Got it, okay. So it's a star pattern from the boss and those orbs. Smallest fucking safe space in the world, but hey, you know what? It got us there. Oh, you fat, ugly, turkey-looking motherfucker. Oh. Lightning tornado concerns me. I imagine don't be near the lightning tornado. How did he die? This is cool. I mean, past the first one, you kind of get it, but it's still a fun little idea. Well, I'll move. Oh, it looks like it's in like AoE around it or something. Here. Yep. Easy. Didn't even break a sweat. Down it goes. They use the music. That's a nice little touch. I like that. Do I want any of this gear? Aiming, casting. Does it? I don't know what that means, but. Huzzah, I got a player comm.
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone. And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Our helpers, were we being watched?
So the city endures, and it is in much better shape than expected.
Impressive, considering the destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
Oh god, kill them all! Shit, it's too late. They've already surrounded us. Oh god, an old Lalafell. It's horrifying.
Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now. Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough, I'd swear, you stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. Though you must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please. What happened to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting parties sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
Well, it got better.
Gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sphene's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, the tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection? With your permission, then. But before we go... allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryo, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Trenor folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
Oh, now we can go through the whole city. I'm going to take a quick 5 minutes here. I'll be right back. Why, if it isn't our new friends, thanks again for making short work of our foes. If you've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, I can only assume it's for good reason. You want to help me? Odd, but I'll consider it. Before anything else, though, I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You may find it the teeniest touch too sour for your taste, but it'll set you alright. Just tip it down your throat. Alright, that tea was drugged, and now we're gonna get left unconscious in the middle of nowhere.
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Shower.
Got that right. Don't worry, the tingling means it's working.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the syrup Lena used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure. Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? Well, I'm Lumal. That was me announcing our victory earlier. And since grandmother sent you to help with repairs, you'll know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems with the people of any problems the people of Treno may have. My favorite kind of work includes taste testing menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Ah, yes, the repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? If you've come all the way out to visit us, you must have had more important things in mind, and you've already helped protect the city. Actually, our goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? Did you come from across the sea? Not exactly. We're actually from Alexandria. Alexandria. Are you quite sure? No, sorry, of course you are sure. It would be rude of me to doubt you. It's just, it's not every day we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know that it must come up as something of a shock, but this is our first time in Treno, and we should like to get to know the city and its people. That is why we proposed lending a hand to those in need. I see. In that case, Why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would have already come for a cup, but the fiends made quite a mess this time. Might be a while before some can step away from their work. Never fear, though. Even in if their hands are busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words for fascinating folks from afar. We would appreciate that. Thank you, Lumel. You're the ones doing me a favor, honestly. Here, take this batch. I'll deliver some to Town Hall so you can attend to areas you haven't seen yet. If we split up, we can spend more time speaking with the locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy promptly. Could you each take a portion? Rest assured that I can handle pouring liquid into a cup. I too should be glad to dole out a few servings. Wonderful, let me divide this up. Luxarden, why don't you make rounds of the southern part of the city? Ra and I shall tend to the north. Right, let's go and acquire some insights.
Okay.
Must be one of those visitors Lumel mentioned. Odd place to be visiting, though. Oh, you came to deliver the remedy. Thank you kindly. I was hauling beast carcasses in for processing and copped a good dose of discharged energy for my troubles. It brought on the Levin sickness something fierce. Still, we don't go hunting outside the barrier, so we don't want to waste any part of the creatures that we find that find their way in. Pelts that are highly charged with lightning aether are the most valuable, of course. Tan them with the right stuff and you can turn them into protective clothing that keeps you from getting zapped. The beasts you felled will all be put to good use. Thanks again. You're that mighty monster slayer I saw earlier. It's an honor. And you've brought Sleepless Rhapsody. Bless you. I'm dead on my feet after that battle. We don't usually have that many beasts breaking through at once. Practice keeps one's skills sharp, though, so in a way I'm glad for it, and I learned a thing or two from watching you. Oh, I can hardly wait to get to work on my grimoire. I have a number of ideas for improved geometries. Or wait, did that say geomancies? Thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps our ancestors' magic alive and flourishing. There's a fresh face if I ever saw one. And what's that in your hand? A gun? Oh, don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but the battle doesn't feel over until I've had a cup of Sleepless Rhapsody. I'm proud to say that I have some small part in preparing it, too. The herbs come from my very own growery. One of the greatest discoveries of our time is that seeds carried in by invading creatures can be cultivated into remarkable plants. Plants with the potential to mitigate the lightning's effects. And with as many hides as we have this time, not to mention stomachs, it's entirely possible we'll find new varieties of herbs amongst our harvest. Between the three of us, we ought to have covered every area besides Lumel's. One of the people I spoke with asked me to pass something along to him, but he hasn't returned yet. In the meantime, shall we discuss what we've learned?
fascinating. I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much as I helped to treat the injured's wounds. The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Spheen's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the Ninth. Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima. If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
Mind you don't share that with any other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
Did you learn aught of note, Raha?
I spoke with one of Treno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them. Unfortunately, barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line, so the train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume. There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Treno must make do with what is to hand.
In addition to this constant state of scarcity, much of Treno's populace suffers from Levin sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the resulting casualties. Yet everyone we've spoken with seems undaunted by these hardships. They are not only surviving, they are happy in spite of it all.
Where there is life, there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it. Until, stone by stone, the city rises.
A noble city with noble purpose.
Is aught the matter, Lowell?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
Oh, is it this by chance? While I was distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
Is that a tracking device?
You've a keen eye for technology. This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
That explains how you knew when they'd been vanquished.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
Uh-huh.
Say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electrope engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
I take it she also built that device.
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so. And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably. I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to watch her work? Maybe you can even help. It'd be, you know, edifying? Please! I beg you! Please!
You were doing so well up until that point, buddy.
I suppose that's that then.
At the moment, Anna should be waiting just past that park. Let's be off before anyone changes their mind.
Our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here? Lummel, what did you do?
You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it? It may be a teeny tiny bit,
Uh-huh.
You broke it again? How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope? I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker.
Is he gonna? Yeah.
I beg your pardon. I'm on my knees and everything, see? And since we have guests, can't you let it slide? Just this once?
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he? You'd never believe he's the elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lummel mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
Please don't misunderstand. We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes electrope.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. Well, you'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down. Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough electrope on hand to do a proper job.
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
Did we not pass through a mine on the way here?
Indeed, and it should be clear of hazards now. Or, well, I guess more like 4 now.
You got rid of them. Just like that.
So, the mine is safe for mining again?
Yeah, for all you miners.
Hooray!
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have to do is fix the tracker.
Yes, very well. If you go, do be careful. And once you get the machinery up and running, make sure to send some electrope over to the barrier service station.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany you?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
Piss and shit yourself?
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe without our help. In the meantime, shall we assist Ayane with her repair work?
I entirely forgot to ask your names. Do forgive me. I'm Kryle, and this is Bulk Arden. Coming, Lemul is Gratia. It's lovely to meet you. Feels strange putting you to work, but I'd be lying if I said I don't need the help. In the wake of an event like this, I presume a great deal of labor is required to restore everything to working order. No, not really. The volume of fixes that need making is one matter, but I could handle it if it weren't for these legs of mine. The paralysis flares up at the worst times, I swear. I can manage a bit of shuffling from one station to the other on a good day, but I usually leave racing around the city to my brother. With him off to the mine, though, someone else needs to take care of the lightning sprites. They're drawn to the discharged aether of slain creatures. I'd offer you the detector to make tracking them down easier, but seeing as Lum has managed to break it again, I have to do this. I do have this, though. Toss some at a sprite, and you can suppress its ability to sense aether nearby. That usually gets them wandering out of the city. Okay. So we need to fight them? Find it safer not to. When threatened, they'll siphon energy from facilities. We need to keep our medical services running. Or something. For the same reason, I recommend you stick to thoroughfares that will allow you to spot them well in advance. I would hate for you to be injured while helping us. Okay. Understood. We'll want to split up again to cover more ground. Are you ready to go? Yeah. Though you scan the area thoroughly, you see no lightning sprites. Again, no lightning sprites. I don't know why, but I'm fucking exhausted today. I generally don't get it. I feel so freaking tired all of a sudden. You're back. Were there many sprites? Yeah, 3. It's a handful on your route then. Could be worse. Still, it's important to keep the city free of them. We're much obliged. Kryle is taking a while. Being new to the city, if something were to happen, she wouldn't know where to go for help. Would you check on her? She started off in the direction of Town Hall. There are several diminutive folk about. None appear to be Kryle. Perhaps one of them spotted her passing by, though. You're looking a mite lost there, lad. What I can do to help? Have you seen a woman in a yellow hood? I presume you mean Kryle. Had a grand old chat with her earlier. Not to mention she saved my hide. Can't believe I missed that lightning sprite till it was right on top of me. It's thanks to her that I got out unscathed. Bit awkward striking up a conversation after that. And it's been a while since I talked to anyone I haven't known my whole life. She's a kind lass, good at putting folks at ease. Like Miali. I quite enjoyed talking with her. When we were done chatting, she went off towards the canal. Had a touch of melancholy about her, though, and I wasn't sure why. Didn't think it was something I said, but I knew that if it was, saying more wouldn't help. I reckon she'd welcome the company of a good friend right now. Oh, that's a shame. I don't think she has any of those. No, it doesn't look like she has any good friends. Oh well. Suppose we'll just have to leave her to her fate.
Ah, were you looking for me? I only intended to sit down for a moment, but I must have lost track of time. Will you lend me your ear?
Of course.
The source and the ninth. Someday I will have to decide which one to call home. The thought has lingered like a storm cloud in my mind. I've tried to ignore it, remind myself that we have more important matters to contend with, but I cannot keep drifting between these worlds forever. When I first learned the truth of my past, I assumed it would have no bearing on my future. The source was my home, and the students of Baldessian my purpose. But after meeting my parents, it struck me that to simply choose the source would be to abandon them. And not only them, but a home I could have loved, had my life gone as it should have. That is why I had to learn more of this place, and the me I could have been.
Oh. Now that you have. God, I am.
I feel even less certain than before. Though we are strangers to them, these people have welcomed us as if we are their own. It's like speaking with old friends. And knowing now the challenges they face, what would it say about me if I just left them behind and returned to the source?
Oh. Could be cool.
Is that who I am? Who I was meant to be? Or is this where I belong?
Thank you for listening. I'm a little less afraid to face that answer now, whatever it may be. And when I find it, I hope you'll be there. But we've kept you in a waiting long enough. Let's hurry back. glad you're both safe and sound. Now we can relax until my brother does the same. With your friend escorting him, he can't have gotten himself into too much trouble. Unless he tumbles down the stairs into town again, I suppose.
That reminds me. The structures near the barrier all seem to be designed for Milala. Is there a reason that those in the center of the city are so much larger?
Oh yes. The center is the oldest part of Treno, built by the Hewn and the Eldite before the Milala came.
So Treno predates the Milala's arrival?
The mayor at the time was kind enough to take our ancestors in, and gave them leave to establish their own residential quarter.
Yet I have seen naught but Milala since we came to the city. Where did the other peoples go?
Alexandria. In the closing days of the Storm Surge, when death and destruction were everywhere, they believed it would be safer. Treno didn't have a barrier at first, you see. But one of our industrious brethren had served as tutor in the royal household, and returned to us with knowledge of the barrier's design. It's thanks to him that the city survives to this day.
Might I ask a more personal question? We previously uncovered some records pertaining to the Milala's past. In them, it was written that the Milala left their paradise of eternal summer when a great calamity froze their isles. Understandably, all were not content to leave their homeland behind. Some attempted to return using the same power that had brought them here, but they found the way closed to them. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Tell me, were that golden path to open once more, and you were to find the Milala homeland restored to its former glory, would you go back?
I'd certainly like to see that paradise of eternal summer for myself. Who wouldn't? But it wouldn't be going back. After all, my one and only home is here. Treno, this run-down, beat-up, beautiful city.
You truly love it, don't you?
Do you know what the speaker said when the Milala came to this place? O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. We never forgot those words. Not my ancestors, nor my grandmother, nor my brother and me. That boundless optimism, that communal spirit, that is Treno. No matter what comes or how hard it gets, we'll choose joy over fear and stand together. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Nowhere else you'd rather be. Perhaps it really is as simple as listening to your heart.
Oh, man. Earlier you said that your brother couldn't get into too much trouble if he was with Raha, but how much trouble is that precisely? One would think they ought to have returned by now. Conversely, I hadn't expected to see you two again so soon. I take it Miali's curiosity is sated? For the moment. I gave her a brief account of the situation in Alexandria as well as events involving the key. She was most interested in the latter. In fact, it seems she knew of the relic long before we did, and wishes to discuss it with everyone. Would you be able to join us? Interesting. I should love to go straight away, but we are awaiting Raha's return. As we speak, Miali is making her rounds to the city. We have time. Wait at the meeting point. Oh, you mean right here?
We're back! The mine is in working order, I'm pleased to say. Electrope is being delivered for the barrier even as we speak.
Hooray.
Have you two finished regaling the mayor?
We have. Though she has her own story to tell. Of the key, in fact. We thought you might like to join us at the...
This is an evacuation alert. All citizens, please proceed to emergency shelters. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters. The Doom train is approaching. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
The Doom train?
The Doom train? Wasn't that one of Lindblom's weapons of war?
You know of it.
I've never seen it myself, but according to Zelenia, it was an armored vehicle used to transport war beasts to the front. In order to prevent them from running wild ere their deployment, a powerful arcane entity was housed in the engine.
The end of the war didn't slow it one bit. Quite the contrary. Fueled by lightning ether, it's been speeding across the continent ever since. The Doom train and its beasts bring death and destruction everywhere it goes. It's a veritable calamity on rails. It passed near Treno some years ago, claiming many lives, including our parents. I must go and repair the barrier as swiftly as possible. Without it, we haven't got a chance.
You can't be serious! You'll never finish in time, and you'll be right in its path.
Oh, don't worry, guys. You've got a certified god killer right here. I got this. It's a fucking train.
I have to try. For Treno.
And if I had a nickel for every train that I killed,
No!
with this one included, I would have 2 nickels.
It seems my services are
Which
required
isn't a
once
lot, but
more.
it's weird that it's happened twice.
I'll go with you. Perhaps my knowledge of Electrope will be of use.
I wish I were a fighter like you two. Keep her safe, will you? Please?
While destroying the Doom Train would be preferable, we should seek to delay its advance at the very least.
You can't be thinking of fighting it head on. That's madness.
Trust me, we can handle this.
If your mind is made up, there may be a way. There's a freight depot not far from us. We can use the train that's stopped there.
Raha mentioned that before, did he not?
The Doom Train will have to pass through the depot to reach Treno. And since the evacuation alert was only just triggered, we might be able to reach it first.
So, we commandeer this freight train, match our speed to the enemy's, and use it as a platform from which we launch a sustained counter-offensive. Is that your proposal?
It'd be better than trying to smash the bloody thing before it runs us all over. And if it might save Iyane, I'll do whatever it takes. Let me drive the train. That will leave you free to concentrate on the fight.
Alright.
Lomo.
I need to grab a few things. Meet me by the gate.
Let's murder a train. I was not reading that, sorry. Among other things, we must do what we can to ensure the citizens get to shelter before the fighting begins. Godspeed. Could the train really be so dangerous to this town, though? Like, there isn't a track that I've seen that's going through it yet. Right, the place we're headed is the Bentini Depot. Alright. Although Treno has its own railway station, our assailants from earlier left it in need of significant repairs. Thus, we'll be taking a hover cargo. My friend here has volunteered for the mission. Yes, I did explain the dangers.
I don't really care.
The car is equipped with a portable barrier, and frankly, I'm great at my job. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. It certainly is. Let me know when you're ready to move out. Aye, aye, Captain. Should be easy. It's just a train. Ready? Then our fearless operator will help you aboard. We make for Bentini with all haste. I'll have us there in a flash. Do keep any limbs you're attached to, and would like to remain attached to, inside the vehicle. Travel to the depot. Quickly, to the Home Depot. That's a big train. Is it gonna be like a long, like, multi-stage fight, like, over multiple platforms? That would be cool.
This is it. You'll be riding that flat car at the rear of the train.
Oh.
I'll be all the way at the front, pushing her as fast as she can go. The Doom Train moves at breakneck speed. If we're too slow, it will plow right through us. Speaking of which, we'd best get underway before it does just that. Don't forget you're fighting for Ayane. For all of Treno.
I don't foresee any problems. Hell on rails. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Not having a high enough item level. Well, shit. Wait for the NPCs to load in. Any day now. Oh. Oh. 780? Oh. Well, that's not good. Is there new crafted armor? Yeah, I could just pick up real quick. Goes to show how much I've been playing recently. Ugh, if there is new crafted armor, it's probably gonna be expensive as hell. But we'll see. Oh my god, what the fuck? expensive, but whatever, it'll get me there. Yeah, that'll do it. Maybe I'll take off tank stance if I'm... May not be strong enough to main tank this. I don't know how it is. Okay, I'm already... I really like this soundtrack. Ugh. Oh, he doesn't know. Oh. Got it, okay. Limited Express. Oh! Oh, so it is multiple. Turret crossing. Okay.
Good luck!
Okay, so... Got it, alright. Oh. Oh boy, I don't have any good mitigation up. Oh, it's not too bad though.
How many times is it going to do that?
runaway train. Okay, this is a cool fight. Oh, what the fuck? Oh boy. Alright, this is a pretty fucking cool fight. Oh my god, it's got arms now. Get out of that. Oh shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, turret crossing again. Headlamp looms ominously, so that means stay down. Over here. Get up there, damn it. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Ooh. Oh, so alright. Headlamp glows ominously, so stay down. Jeez. Nice. Is no, absolutely not. And Dark Knight is pretty much the same as it's always been, man. Like, I still like Dark Knight, but it's the same shit. I really hope that when 8.0 comes around, they actually, like, give this job, like, a little bit better identity. But, we'll see. How's it going, Ryu?
Phew. No more adventures, thank you. That was enough bravery for a lifetime. But we did it! We stopped the Doom Train. Well, mostly you did. Before we can celebrate, though, we need to make sure Treno's secure. As I feared, stray beasts to the south. I've lost track of how many times I've asked you for help, but I need your help again.
It's okay, that's kind of what I'm here for. A short time earlier. Fuck!
No!
Oh my god, am I gonna have to play as Kryl?
Yes!
It's gonna make me play.
There were others being attacked over by the canal. Could you possibly...
Of course, I'll go right away. The rest of you should get to the town hall.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna play as
leave
Kryl.
anyone behind. I won't.
Game is making me play as a Lalafell. 0 out of 10.
Best make sure the evacuation route is clear first. done. Now to aid those people by the canal.
Okay, not that way. Oh, ooh.
Help is on the way! There may be other stragglers.
So scared I couldn't even move. Silly, isn't it? My wife and I will be making for town hall straight away. You have my word on that. If you're determined to check on everyone, I won't complain, but do be careful.
That breeze is awfully warm. Oh no!
Our home!
First things first, the fire. To take a leaf out of Y'shtola's book.
What sort of magic was that? I've never seen the like. Priorities. Yes, I'm going to run away, and we can talk about it later. It was you that put out the fire? How will I ever thank you? Now that we know it won't be spreading any further, we can all take shelter until this is over.
Too soon. I hope that was the worst of it.
Somebody help!
A voice. Further out. I'll take care of this. Make for shelter. How many are there? Is that all of them?
Oh, it's just a straight up behemoth.
A behemoth!
Okay, now we've got Y'shtola here.
Oh. You cut that rather close.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Ayane has finished the repairs. We need only hold the line until the barrier is in place.
And hold the line we will, together.
I mean, it's just a behemoth.
I can still fight. I can.
I have no doubt. Thunderheads!
Keep away from the clouds.
If I never see another storm.
Nowhere is safe with so many of them.
Some friendly winds, if you please. It worked! How fortunate that burn made such an impression.
Ah.
The levin grows more volatile. Something is coming.
Ball lightning! Y'shtola, Steen, lend me your strength!
Two of us will disperse these balls of lightning.
Just keep the lightning
fair, I don't think we're ever losing. Down it goes.
I must say, that was an incredible performance.
Oh, how you've grown. Sure.
Flatterer.
What is it?
The barrier is restored. The people of Treno may rest easy once more.
The perimeter is clear, everyone. And thanks to our guests, the Doom Train has been destroyed. Last but not least, Ayane fixed the barrier. We don't need to worry about beasts anymore. This calls for a celebration.
The Doom Train is gone for good.
That's our Ayane.
They're safe. All of them. Alila? Cryle, does the name Alila mean aught to you?
No.
My mother. Did you know her?
I'm sorry, my dear. We should get you patched up before aught else. Alila's story and that of the key are one and the same. After you've rested and recovered, I'll tell you the tale. You have no cause to fret, I promise you. while Lummelth got to give the order, bless him. There's work to be done ere we can celebrate. First and foremost, we must see to any injured. Come and find me at Town Hall when you're ready.
Without further delay, then.
You needn't mind me. My injuries are far from severe.
But your curiosity is another matter, is it not? Your feet will deliver you to Meili all the swifter if you can actually walk on them.
I would rather not have tumbled to the pavement in front of half the city. I am none the worse for wear, thanks to Y'shtola. But what of yourself? If you have any hurts, we can tend to them now before we see Meili. Yeah, I'll be fine. Into the mist. So this is the last quest. Curious, isn't it? I want to know more than anything. But part of me is still terrified. But having come so far, I can't turn from the truth now. Everyone is feeling up to it. Let's go and have our answers.
Ere I begin my tale, there is something about our family that you need to understand. We are descendants of the Speakers of Eld, and I myself am the latest to inherit the role. Even as we do our utmost to ensure our people's welfare in our adopted home, it has ever been our duty to find a means to return whence we came. Alas, our ancestral treasure never did answer our prayers. And that left my elder sister, the previous speaker, mired in doubt. It was then, when she was at her most vulnerable, that preservation reached out to her.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership.
We've heard this part before, from my parents' memories. My mother was your sister.
She was, which makes you an heir to the Speaker's legacy. The last message I received from your parents said that in order to thwart Preservation's design, they must send away both their daughter and the key. I now understand what became of the former. As for the latter, through conversing with your friends, I gleaned with whom it currently resides.
And is it your wish that we give it back?
We Milala are the people of Treno now. Here is where we've put down our roots. The moment Elila relinquished the key, she relinquished our claim to it as well. But be that as it may, my sister gave up not only her life, but her darling daughter, to prevent its misuse. It is my duty to ensure that its new bearer is worthy. So, should it answer your call as it never did ours, how would you use the key's power?
To explore worlds yet unknown to us.
For some, that might be a self-serving end. But your deeds are proof that I needn't worry.
You goddamn right.
And what's more, there's your friendship with my niece. I dare say that speaks well of your character.
By the by, do you have any records pertaining to the key here in Treno?
Would that we did. But Delilah took everything with her when she joined Preservation. If aught remains, it would be in Alexandria.
And so we find ourselves returned to our original course.
Shale may have made some progress. Perhaps it's time to bring our visit to an end. But by that, I don't mean to say that I don't feel welcome in Treno. You've all been so kind and accommodating. And in many ways, it's my hometown. It's just that, well,
It's all right, my dear. It is true that some feel bound by blood or birthplace, but I don't believe that your parents would have wanted that for you. They devoted their lives to understanding the key so that future generations would not be burdened by it. As we have chosen Treno, so too should you choose the place you call home. A place where you can bloom and grow with fearless joy.
I will.
We must give you a proper send-off, though. Wait for us by the gate, will you? A word of caution, Keeper of the Key. As you know, it is a relic that has traveled across centuries and worlds, passing through countless hands. Oft beckoning to those ruled by ambition or avarice. Indeed, some have wondered if it chooses its master. But I believe differently. I believe that some inexorable force, call it fate, if you will, ushers it from one bearer to the next. Be wary, for fate's regard now falls upon you.
What the? So I guess we're gonna have to wait till 7.5 to get any answers on what the fuck is the key, and like we know what the key is essentially, but in order to actually do anything with it. Also, I thought that 8.0 was gonna be us going to Maricidia, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe instead it's gonna be like planes hopping.
We are the Lollipop Guild, and we want you!
Thank you all for everything.
We're the ones who should be thanking you. You fought so many times for us.
I've tended to the people's immediate hurts, but see that they receive appropriate care as they recover.
I still can't believe you took down the Doom Train. Just like that. You're my hero, truly. And I'm sure Mum and Dad and everyone else we lost will rest easier now that it can never hurt anyone again.
For my part, I cannot thank you enough for supporting my plan for the barrier. Not to mention that we wouldn't even have the Electrope to restore it without your aid. I can't wait to see what else we can do now that the mine is back in service. Kryl. O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. Remember that, will you? Whatever shore you choose.
Of course. Those words and our people will always be in my heart.
After so long without her, I had begun to forget what my sister was like. Her face, her voice, fading like the mist. All I could remember clearly was her resolve as we parted for the last time. But now I've seen her again. In you, sweetheart. bringing her back to me. It is a joy to have met you, Kryle.
You too, Aunt Mealy.
I know your home lies far from here, but to us you'll always be family. Come and see us once in a while, won't you?
I will. My comrades have found a treatment for Levin's sickness, so I'll bring it to Treno as soon as I can.
My, you certainly have no shortage of accomplished friends. We'll await your return, my dear. Life is full of surprises when one lives in hope. Isn't that right, Delilah?
Still feels a bit like I'm dreaming, but even should I wake, I'll remember it. I'll remember them. On a practical note, I'm more certain than ever that Shale's work will yield vital insights into the key. I look forward to speaking with her when we arrive in Solution 9. If you don't mind, might we make our way to Resolution? Gosan will be wondering about my absence. Heavens yes, I apologize for keeping you from your duties for so long. Think nothing of it. I was more than happy to be a part of your adventure, and Gosan will forgive me once I tell him of Treno. This explains much. I wondered why I had seen neither hide nor hair of your majesty these past days. May I ask where you have been? Oh, it's quite a long story. However stalwart your companions, traversing the Mist Continent with no knowledge of what awaited was extraordinarily reckless. That I cannot deny, but it availed us much. We have the opportunity to resume diplomatic relations with a longtime ally. And, as I did not, in fact, come to harm, all is well that ends well. Should you feel compelled to go on any excursions in future, I expect that you will notify me beforehand. Yes, of course, it was remiss of me. I apologize. Duty's call is most insistent. Nevertheless, whenever you require my aid, I do not hesitate to ask for it. You're back. How did it go? Did you find a way down? No, we just kind of fucked around for a few days, just, you know, walked around the dead city, interacted with some terminals. Treno, I've heard the name. Incredible that it sheltered the Malala all this time. What's more, the mayor was able to share the story of the key from her perspective. She believes that the historical documents pertaining to it are stored in preservation's archives. They could be, though our work isn't done yet. We've made progress on the decryption. I was on my way to the containment complex to review the data in Sidu? In that case, allow me to accompany you. Though it may be incomplete, I should like to review the information available. I missed that one. Oops. In the meantime, might I suggest that our warrior of light get a good night's sleep or two? You never know what manner of hellish technology will be after us next. And Kryl, I assume you'll be wanting to familiarize yourself with the care and feeding of porksies. Indeed, while I'm aware of the principles, I was needed elsewhere when the others were treating the Levin-afflicted. I shall have to ask Y'shtola to instruct me. Tis the least I can do for my family. I intend to visit them whenever possible, but my home will always be... there's nowhere I'd rather be. Now then, do we get some BS Asian shit on the back end of this? They're like, ah yes, I've almost achieved the mungus dungus by jerking off into a cup for 4 days. Earlier in Treno.
Now, there is much to be done. With access to the mine restored, I'd like to explore methods to expand our food production systems. I look forward to your insights.
Oh, this lady, yeah. What the hell was the deal with this?
Oh, my poor heart. I only meant to steal a glimpse while we were in the area. But our eyes definitely met, didn't they? Oh, that's not ideal. Such fearsome instincts to perceive me as a threat in an instant. But I shouldn't be surprised. It's the Source's vaunted hero, after all.
Holmerut!
Oh, dear me! Oh.
One need hardly be the warrior of lights to notice you. You're far from subtle. As if the horns and scales weren't enough, you insist upon dressing for another century. Those clothes must be as old as I am. Where is your robe?
You mean the robe that practically announces me as an Asian? Not that I don't intend to reveal that detail, but it will be at a time of my choosing. Besides, if one of us can't help but draw the eye, it's you. Oh, Calyx, how you've grown. Smaller, that is. And surprisingly cute-ish.
Put me down.
Jests aside, we will be departing the 9th all too soon. If you wish to say your goodbyes, I could find you a vessel and mold it to match your preferred presentation.
Don't you dare. I will not debase myself by occupying a living body ever again. And in any case, to travel the rift as you do requires the shedding of one's flesh, does it not?
I apologize if I upset you. Your understanding is, in essence, correct. The magics cannot bring a vessel through the rift. Ergo, you must discard it and assume a form of pure ether until you reach the other side. However, that doesn't mean you need discard everything like so much refuse. Using fissures such as this, one can easily send small amounts of matter between reflections. Matter such as your archived memories.
All the more reason to remain as I am. At present, I could pass through a fissure myself. And as this form suffices for surveying the material realm, I see no reason to expend effort searching for a replacement. I wish only to observe. That is enough.
Very well. I shan't press. Nevertheless, odd though you may look, I would encourage you to bid farewell to those to whom you have attachment. For now that you failed, unless our hero changes course, this world is doomed to die.
What do you mean this world is doomed?
I had hoped to banish death from their lives. Why should it come to all, whether they will it or no? Why must any accept this burden and grief? It was never about any one person. So no, there are none with whom I would exchange fond farewells. But so long as mankind yet survives, I can hold fast to my faith. That my life's work might again bring someone's salvation.
Hold fast you must, as we press ever onward. For soon it begins, and every world shall tremble. The Winterers must be prepared to outlast the great withering to come.
Great withering?
That's your ominous prediction, is it?
No. It's nature's proclamation. Can't you hear it? It echoes in the silence, left by the will of the star.
Whither blows fate's wandering will, for grey clouds presage winter's chill. Okay. Well, alright then. And that's the MSQ. Alright, I might just do the raid over the weekend at some point. But I think I'll close out the stream here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I always appreciate it. There likely won't be a stream tomorrow. Like, there's a chance I could do one late, but I'm most likely not going to be able to stream tomorrow, which sucks because I really wanted to play Kingdoms of the Dump, but it is what it is. But yeah.